I will also discuss about the archiving project information. Archiving project information involves systematically collecting, organizing, and storing all relevant documents, data, and communications related to a project. Thus ensures that valuable information is preserved for future reference, analysis, and compliance purposes. It typically includes the project plans, schedules, reports, meeting minutes, emails, contracts, and any other recommendations pertinent to the project scopes, objectives, and outcomes. So that's the archiving projects information. So we also discuss about what is the purpose of archiving project information. So the purpose of archiving project information is to systematically capture, preserve, and leverage valuable project-related documents, data, and communications for future reference and analysis. By creating a comprehensive archive, organizations ensure the preservation of knowledge, lessons learned, and best practices accumulated throughout the project lifestyle. This facilitates effective knowledge management, enabling teams to building a fast experience, optimize features, projects, planning, and execution, and meet regulatory and legal requirements. Additionally, archiving supports collaborations among team members by providing easy access to archived information regardless of geographical locations or time zone differences, ultimately enhancing project outcomes and driving continuous improvements initiative. So that's the purpose of the archiving project information. So also I will discuss also the several types of archiving project information. First is the documents archiving. So these involve storing project-related documents such as project plans, reports, contracts, and correspondence in structured manner for easy retrieval. So, for examples of that, let's say you're archiving documents for a law firms. You want to organize them by case, clients, or type of documents. Examples, you could have folders for case, and within those folders for correspondence, contracts, courts filing, etc. Each document should clearly labeled with a date, case, client's name, and type of documents of easily retrieval. That's it. So the data archiving also is involved preserving projects data, including databases, spreadsheets, and other data sources, ensuring they remain accessible for analysis and reporting even after the project concludes. So the example also is of the data archiving could involve a company that's need to store historical sales data. They could create a structured database where they regularly move over to sales records from the main transactional database to an archive data. So that's it. So for the email archiving project related emails ensures that important communications are preserved and can be referenced later if needed. Examples, an email archiving scenarios, a company might implements a systems that automatically saves and indexes all incomings and outgoings email. These emails could be stored in a secure and easily searchable archive separate from the regular email server. So for the versions control, maintaining versions controls ensures that different interactions of documents and files are preserve, enabling trackings of changes and revisions over time. So the example also is uh, of a versions control is when software developer use a platform like Get to manage changes to their code base each time a developer makes modifications to the code. They create a new versions of commit with a message describing the changes mode. For the also for the compliance archiving, I mean, certain is industries or projects may have a specific regularly or complements requirements for archiving project information to ensure that legal and regulatory obligations are met. For example, also let's consider a financial institution that needs to adhere to regulatory requirements regarding the retentions of customer communications. They could implement an archiving systems that automatically captions and stores all the communications channels, including emails, instant message, and social media interaction. So for the last of the several types of archiving project information is the knowledge-based archiving. Creating a knowledge-based archive captures lesson learned based best practice and other valuable insights gained throughout the project lifestyles for future references and knowledge sharing. The examples of that also is it could be a company that maintain a repository of articles, guidance, and PAOs for its product or services. Over time, some of this content was become adaptive or less relevant. As the archiving project information offers several advantage and some potential disadvantages. So the advantages of the archiving project information, the first one is the knowledge retention. Archiving project information preserves valuable knowledge, lessons learned, and best practices for future references. Reference, enabling organizations to build a fun, fast experience. So the examples of that is of the knowledge retention is when a senior employee when a senior employee with a specialized expertise is preparing to retire or leaves a company to ensures that knowledge is not lost. The company implements a knowledge retention strategy. That's it. So for the second is the compliance and the legal requirements. Our archiving ensures that organizations meet the regulatory and legal requirements by retaining project related documents and communication as needed for an audit, trials, and compliance purposes. So examples also is, let's say you're starting a small online retailer business. To comply with legal requirements, you'll need to consider like a business's registration. You need to register your business with the appropriate governments authorities, such as obtaining a business license or permits. Second is the tax obligation. You need to understand and comply with the tax laws, including sales tax if if applicable, and income tax for your businesses. So for the rest medications, having a comprehensive archive of project information to reduce the rest of data loss, enable quick retrieval of critical documents and provides evidence to support decisions makings and disposed resolution. So let's say you're leading a team to develop a new mobile app. Some potential risks and their mitigation strategies include one. First is one idea. It's a technical rest. Rest is a technical challenges delaying the project. The mitigations conduct through technical feasibility studies, allocates experienced developers, and implements a robust testing strategies to catch the address issues early. So for the second to the last is the improved collaborations, access to our archive projects informations fosters collaborations among team members as they can easily share and reference documents, data, insights, and regardless of the geographical locations of time zone difference. So I have an examples about the improved collaboration. So, for examples, to improve collaborations, the company could implement several strategies like cross-functional teams. Forming a cross-functional teams composed of members from different departures to work on a specific project. This encourages the diverse perspectives and ensures that all relevant stakeholders are involved from the beginnings. So for the last performance analysis, archiving allows for the analysis of past projects performance, identifying areas for improvements, and optimizing future projects planning and execution. The examples of the performance analysis, let's say you're the sales managers for a retail company and you want to analyze the performance of your sales team over the past quarter. Example for that is the sales revenue analysis, the total sales revenue generated by the team during the quarter. Compare it to previous quarter or target to access overall performance. That's it. For the disadvantages of the archiving project informations, is the first one is the storage and maintenance cost. So archiving large volumes of project informations can require significant storage space and ongoing maintenance efforts, including organizing, indexing, and updating the archive. So for examples, is the raw materials storage company. The company's needs a warehouse space the stores raw materials such as plastics, metals, and electronic components. They offers cost for rents or mortgage payments, utilities, insurance, and security to keep these materials safe and accessible. Then the data security risk. Storing sensitive project information is an archive poses security threats, including unauthorized access, data breaches, and compliance violations, necessitating robust security measures to safeguard the archive. So the example, let's consider a bank that stored sensitive customers' information, such as account number, social security numbers, and transaction histories. That they face a various data security risks, including the first is cyber attacks. The hackers may attempt to gain an authority's access to the bank's systems to steal customers' data and disrupts operations. For the last one of the disadvantage of the archiving project information is the information's overload. No, yeah, no, the second to last, I mean, the obsolete technology. As the technologies involves older file formats and storage systems may become obsolete, making it difficult to access archived information without investing in the data mitigations of conversions effort. Then to the last, information's overload. While archiving aims to preserve all relevance of project information, it can be also lead in information's overload, making it overwhelming for users to sift through vast amounts of data to find what they needed. For examples of that is imagine you are students. You're students preparing for final exams. You have textbooks, lectures, notes, and online resources and study guides to review for multiple subjects. Additionally, you will receive study tips, articles, and supplementary materials from the classmates, teachers, and online forum. It's you try to absorb and process all this information. You start feeling overwhelmed and unable to focus. So you might be implements one strategy such as prioritization. Focus on the most important and relevant informations first, based on your uh, hearing objectives and exam requirements. So that's for today's my presentations. That's all. Thank you.